Making a difference in our community. That's what we have coming up for you. We're going to talk to the recently crowned Mrs. Universe. She's in our studio with more on her platform. Ashley Tesoro, the recently crowned Mrs. Universe, says that she's using her platform to make a difference in our community. And she's joining us now live here in the studio. Before we get started, Ashley, I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's such a dream.
Yeah, I mean, what a treat to be Mrs. Universe, but you've had a very successful pageant career.
Yes.
In fact, you've been in pageants since you were 6 years old, so you've done this for quite some time. Tell us why you wanted to get into pageants and what it has given you since you've been in them.
Well, to be honest with you, I started my first pageant when I was 6 years old. My mom put me in the beauty pageant, and I ended up winning all these little local titles, and I was Little Miss California. And then I was in the acting industry on a soap opera doing movies, and then I decided to have kids and get married, and then I circled back to pageants. And about 4 years ago, I started doing the Mrs. Nevada pageant. I won 3 consecutive titles of Mrs. Nevada, and then now the Mrs. Universe pageant. I've also competed for Mrs. America, Mrs. International, so I'm kind of a veteran now.
Wow, and it's really remarkable when you say 3 consecutive wins, because that's usually not the norm. I mean, you'll see people who have been in pageants their whole lives like you, and they don't even place. So kudos to you. What do you think sets you apart from your competition?
You know what? I think it's just a lot of heart and tenacity and keep trying. You know, it took me 3 Nevada titles to earn a bigger title, and I just decided I wasn't going to quit until I reached that plateau and like that desired goal. And I think you have to have confidence in yourself and, you know, be a good person. I think if you are a good person, you'll get good back in return.
Yeah, and your talent helps too.
A little bit, thank you.
So you sing as well, for people who don't know. Let's talk about the platform, because a lot of times people may think of pageants and they think, oh, it's just a beauty contest. But you can really affect change with your title. So tell us what you want to do in our area to make it better.
Oh, absolutely. And also, speaking of the singing, I went to Disneyland. I lost my voice. So pardon the raspiness. But yes, I am a singer, and I do use my voice to make a difference. My speaking voice, my singing voice. I think that it's so important that if we have a platform in life and we have something good, that we pay it forward. So for me, I'm the executive vice president of my own foundation that my husband and I founded 20 years ago, Tesoro Ministry Foundation. We're faith-based, but we do outreach nationally and internationally, helping people that are underprivileged with basic necessities such as food and clothing and these things that we need to live, and showing them love. You know, we need shelter, food, clothing, and we need love. Like those are necessities for a survival and a productive life. And so my husband and I started at a very young age and decided that we were going to use what we believe God had put in our lives and what we had achieved and worked for to help somebody else, because we all need sometimes that hand up.
I love that. So not only are you saying, okay, we should all just do our part, you're like, okay, I'm going to actually start my own thing to help people get to where they need to get to.
Oh, 100%. You know, and this has been something that I actually started with him when I was just 18. So we were babies. He was early 20s and I was 18. And then we helped multiple other charities in the community, Living Grace Homes, 3 Square. We help, you know, abused women. We help children that are, you know, neglected. We help underprivileged mommies to be. So we're very active too with helping other charities, because when we can pull together, we can accomplish so much.
If people want to join you on this journey, where can they find you and get involved?
So please join me at Ashley Tesoro. That's my @ for, you know, Twitter, Instagram, which is what I use the most, Facebook. You know, please, yeah, absolutely support, and I really draw off the energy of the community. I'm so grateful to be your Mrs. Universe.
All right, so busy too. She's a wife, a mother of 3, and she's doing everything through her own foundation and helping out other organizations as well. What a great role model. Thank you so much for joining us, and all the best on your endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, happy to have you.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and check in.